Alright. Exploring a new area. Well, I've been here before, but it's been a few years. Come on, Wally. I want to leave a recorder here. Do some exploring here. Whoa. Look for prints. It kind of looks like it could be one. I don't know. It's been raining a lot, so pretty muddy and slippery on these slopes. I don't think I've ever hiked here before. Not on a trail. I hiked, just explored through the woods some. Trees down all over the place here. I don't know if this is a hiking trail or just a game trail. Definitely be looking for prints with this all the rain. Ground is all soft. Looks like they've forested this pretty heavily. A lot of little trees back here, hardly any big ones. The lake's way over there. This place is not very heavily trafficked, I don't think. Might be some people coming to fish through the summer. Looking at this, that tree right there, or that branch, definitely looks like it was brought there. It doesn't. Yeah. Huh. Okay. This is kind of interesting. Let me get over here. Try to get a better look from over here. get back some more. I just came across this. It's kind of interesting. You got this branch here. Or a tree. I don't see a trunk. No trunk there. Not sure where it came from. You got another one there, that winding one. Got one right there. No trunk. That was stuck in there. There's an awful lot of sticks and trunks that don't look like they were here naturally, like they got put here. What do you think, Wally? Kind of interesting. Let me look at it from the other side. That may... Okay, that one did grow there. But this one didn't. It's kind of hard to believe it could have just fell in there where it's at. Back up here a little bit. It's interesting. I don't know. A lot of it doesn't look natural. All right, Wally. Let's keep exploring. We'll see what we can find. I gotta figure out a good place to leave this recorder where it's likely to pick up something, but not likely to be found. All right. Here's a main trail right here. It looks like main hiking trail. We don't want to stay on the trail though. I might go this way a little bit because that's the direction I want to head. This ground is soaking wet. Had a lot of rain. Hopefully we won't get rained on while we're here. I have no idea how far these trails go. I don't see any blaze. Well, I guess you have blazes, I guess. Unless they're just marking trees for what trees to cut and what not to cut. I don't know. I'm definitely going to have to spend some time down here exploring this area. Get off trail back in here and see if I can find anything. Yeah, this trail's all washed out. It's, like I said, it's been having a lot of rain. The creeks are up pretty high. So I don't think anybody's hiking other than me. Whoa. That sounded like kind of like a knocking. I couldn't tell what direction it was though. Huh. I don't know. Sounded like it was behind me. I'm back in there somewhere. Trying to keep an eye on alongside the trail. I think I heard a stick break back in there. Over that way somewhere. Just now. I think maybe we'll start heading that way. Get off this trail, get back in here and look around. Thought I heard some movement back here. Could have been a deer. This area is pretty hilly. Let's see. I gotta find a good spot for this recorder. I forgot to grab the backpack out of the car. I brought it because it's got tape measure, plaster, in case I found a print. If I do find one, I hope I can find my way back to cast it. Never know, back in here you might find one. I bet this gets pretty thick here in a couple months. And even though all the leaves are off, I can't see very far in any direction really. Marshy area over there. Not sure if that's a game trail or just where water runs down. Huh. Oh, that's part of the lake right there. Okay. So we're not too far from the lake. Let's see where we're at here. Yeah. We're pretty close to the lake. That little cove. This is a wildlife management area. I think it's about 1,200 acres. But this particular county, this area, has always had stories, and there's like 5 reports, BFRO reports in this area. I mean, not necessarily right here where I'm at, but in this general area, not too far from here. Like I said, I don't think too many people actually comes out here. It's mainly for fishing on the lake over there. And I imagine there's some hunters come out in the fall. That's probably about it. It's not really known for hiking. Take a look over here real quick. That'd be a good spot to find a print, for sure. Wally probably step in it. I do find it. I do have my thermal, but I don't know how far I'd be able to see in this thick stuff. But it is kind of open over there on the other side, going up that ridge. It is pretty open over there. I just can't get to it because it's all pretty mucky right there. I could get to it, but not really wanting to trudge through there. Pretty decent stream running through there. I can hear it now that I'm up here closer. That must be what's called Rush Run. Okay. Little waterfalls over there. That's what I'm hearing. Several of them. I don't want to leave the recorder too close to there. That's all you'd hear is the water. You looking for prints, Wally? Better keep an eye out for them. I think this is the area I was looking at on the map, wanting to try to get back here to look for prints, so I think I accidentally found it. I am curious to hear what I might catch back here on the audio. I got 2 recorders over at my usual spot. So if I start picking up stuff out here, I'm going to bring another recorder down here. This is a pretty big area. I could probably put 4 of them out here. Still wouldn't cover it all. I don't know where Wally took off to. There he is. Alright, let's keep on going. Head back up this way. No idea how bad ticks are here. Hopefully not bad. I was looking at a YouTube video of this area. Somebody commented on there, you don't want to be out there after midnight. Said there's strange animals out here after midnight. So I commented myself, what have you seen or heard? But he never has answered. I think his comment was a couple years old. It's so hard to decide where to leave a recorder. I mean, I usually try to find what looks like some kind of a pathway. So at least something's coming through. But it's really just taking a guess. And then coming back and checking it to see what you picked up. So far I've been pretty lucky over at my usual area. Although I moved the recorder around a few times. There's been a couple spots where I wasn't picking up nothing. But then there's been other spots where I picked up a lot. So it's just a lot of luck involved, I think. When I first put the recorder out over at my usual spot, you can hear something. It sounds like it's on 2 feet. Walk up close and just stops, stands there for a couple seconds, and then it just goes, I kind of think it was spotted it right off when it walked through there, and then I don't think it's been back through since. I think it's avoided the area since it saw it. I don't know. Pick up a lot of tree knocks. Sometimes they're close, sometimes they're not. And then I do have a yell. It could be a human. I don't know. It's like at 2 in the morning. The tree knocks have been around between 2 and 4 in the morning. And a lot of them were when it was super cold. I don't hear nothing before or after, so I kind of doubt it's somebody out there. 2 in the morning just going out to hit a tree, and that's it. I mean, I could see somebody wanting to do a prank, especially if they knew I had a recorder. Go out one night and do it. But these are just a single knock. No noise before it, no noise after. Just a single knock. I've only had a couple that were what I would call power knock. Most of them are just a regular knock, and some of them I would even just call it a tap. Which is kind of something I've thought about. I have this feeling that they do taps more than they do knocks, because if they're in an area where there might be people, or if that's what they're trying to doing it for, is to warn somebody's in the area, it seems logical to me they would just do a tap that they would be able to hear from a distance from wherever the other one might be, and it wouldn't draw that much attention. Whereas a really loud knock, it's definitely going to get somebody's attention. A tap, most people probably wouldn't even pay attention to it. I would, but most of your hikers, they wouldn't even think about it. But if they heard a loud knock, yeah, they would wonder about that. They'd probably think it was a person, but still. And then the power knocks, sometimes I wonder if those aren't just to intimidate. If you're in their area and they want you out, a really loud power knock might run you out. Turn, keep an eye on this screen. It's really little. I don't want it to be pointing at the ground. That's all you see. I had to order an adapter. There's a thing that came with it to hook up my phone. I use my phone as a monitor so I can see a whole lot better when I'm videoing. But the one that came with it is for the old iPhone with the lightning port. I have a newer iPhone that has a USB-C, so I had to order a new one of those. It's probably going to come tomorrow, so hopefully my next time out I'll be able to use it. Kind of in limbo right now. This is my van. We just been waiting saving up to get a van. And finally got one. And I used it to tow my truck to the scrapyard. And it messed up my van when the bearings went out. So I had to haul it to the scrapyard. So then we saved up again and bought another van. And right after we bought it, first time we drove it, after we got it home, first time we went to drive it somewhere, it overheated. Called the guy up. He wanted it towed back to this garage he had it at that replaced the thermostat. And maybe, I forget, was it the water pump or I don't know. Did a little bit of work on it. So I had to pay to tow it back there. 70 some bucks. They have it in the shop for a couple days. Tell us it's fixed. We go get it. Get it back home again. My wife goes to drive it to the grocery. Overheats on the way back. Call the guy again. He tells us, tow it back there. I said, well, I just paid the tow bill last time. So he says, okay, I'll pay it. So he pays the tow bill, tows it back to the garage. Turns out that thing had 2 thermostats. So the thermostat housing on the other thermostat was cracked, and that's where it was leaking. So they fix it, get it back home. It's working good. I drive it down to Kentucky, no problem. We're driving it pretty regular. All of a sudden it starts leaking oil. And the next thing we know, it's leaking oil like crazy. I mean, like, she runs to the grocery and back and it's a quart low. So turns out it's pretty common with that motor. It's a 3.6 Dodge. They've had lots of problems with that particular motor. They make it's an oil filter housing, and it's got a cooler on it, and it's made out of plastic, and they're notorious for leaking oil. So I couldn't tell where the oil leak was coming from, because it was everywhere. So we took it in the garage and let them look at it. They said that's what it was. They wanted $1,800. So I decided I'd try to fix it myself. Tore into it. Spent about 3 days working on it. Got it all back together. Went to start it up, and it caught fire. I run in the house, grab a fire extinguisher, come back out, try to put it out. I got most of it out, but the fire extinguisher ran out. Run back in the house, fill up a bucket of water, run back out, put the rest of it out. Luckily we had full coverage, so had it towed back into the shop. They did an assessment on it. Insurance totaled it out. So waiting on them to settle out on that. Then we gotta try to find another van. So we're just down to a car right now. So I can't really get out too much. So I can get out and do this on the a day. Can't really go camping right now until we get something worked out with another van, another vehicle. I mean, the money we're going to get for them totaling it out is pretty much what we paid for the van, but that part that I replaced was 400 something bucks. And then, well, altogether I spent a little over 600 bucks when I was working on it. Plus we put a new battery in, that was 200. So we didn't really break even. But that's the way it goes. So hopefully we can find a halfway decent van to replace it fairly soon, because it's definitely getting to be camping weather. I want to definitely try to get out to Salt Fork in April. I was hoping to go somewhere this month, but I don't know if that's going to work out. I don't know. We'll see how quick the insurance moves, how quick we find something. Sunset in about 20 minutes. It's starting to ring. We still haven't put this recorder out yet. I gotta find a good spot for it. I'm back to the main trail, so I gotta get it off this trail. Love to find some kind of tree structure. Back in here to leave it by. Take a look at this app. See where this trail's at right now. Okay, I'm where the orange triangle is. Parking lot is right there. I've gone 5/8 of a mile. This trail goes a long ways. Looks like it goes all around the lake. Huh. I don't know. I gotta find a place pretty soon. It's gonna be dark. I do have my headlamp, but I gotta make sure wherever I put it, I can find it again. Sometimes that can be tricky. especially if it's an area you're not real familiar with. Alright, let me go over here and look. Let's see. Get back in here. This area back in here looks like it might be a good spot. I don't know why. Just trying to open it up. Looks like there's a deer trail running through it. I think somewhere back in here. Alright, I'm going to shut this off. Find me a good spot to hang this recorder. Alright. Barred out. I was back in there, dropped my recorder. Then it took me quite a while to find my way out of there. Just now found my way back to the main trail. Hearing a barred owl back in there somewhere. Oh, it's over here. So we're gonna head back to the car. I gotta go off trail to find it though, because that's how I found this trail. Is I went off of the main trail. Well, I mean, I found this main trail we were on a trail and I cut through the woods. Went off trail and then I ended up stumbling on this trail. But this trail doesn't go back to the parking lot. So at some point I gotta cut through off trail again. I got my thermal, maybe I can find that owl. I think he's this direction somewhere. What do you think, Wally? We gotta find the car now. A lot of rain this week, especially down here. This is over an hour south of me. They got some pretty good storms come through. Getting dark. We gotta go up here. That's where the car is. So, working our way back. Gonna be dark before we get out of here though. Good thing I brought my headlamp. Only thing I'm worried about is coyotes. Having Wally. Sometimes they come out early, sometimes they don't. Seems like no matter where I put a recorder, there's always a train nearby. Picks up trains all the time. Even down there in that wilderness area in Kentucky, I kept hearing trains on. Put on the headlamp here. Yeah, pick up some eyeshine. It's pretty thick. Even with all the leaves off still, you can't see very far at all. I don't know how well you can see on the camera, but I can't see back in there very far. I don't really need the headlamp yet, but I figure for the sake of the video, go ahead and put it on so you can see at least. Won't be long before I'll need it though. It's getting dark quick. I'm anxious to see what kind of sounds I pick up back here. It's about 1,000 acres. Definitely gonna have to spend a little more time here, try to find my way around better and find a good place to put that recorder. I might bring the other one down too, since this area is so big. My clip, my light, it's got a little hinge to adjust the height, and it used to click when you would set it, but that thing broke, so now it just flops around, kind of. It doesn't stay in position very well. I'm gonna have to break down and get another light. This has been a good one. This is the one I had in Alabama when I caught those eyes. Wearing the same headlight. It's rechargeable. It's pretty bright. It does pretty good. I just don't like how it doesn't lock in position anymore. I've got several headlamps, but this is probably my favorite. Only bad thing is when that battery goes down, you don't get much warning, it just shuts off on you. Let's see, okay. We're back to, we're heading back to the car. Wait a minute. Let's see. Maybe this trail does come out by the parking lot. This isn't the trail we came in on, but we ended up on this trail after going through the woods. So far, it looks like this is going the right way. I hate how the thing keeps flopping around. It'd be better off to hold it in my hand. Might just do that. Oh my goodness. Just catch it on my headphones and everything. Wait a minute. There. Okay. Yeah. Alright, see if I can do this. Try to hold the light and the camera together. This camera's got a 1-inch sensor, so it's supposed to do pretty decent in low light, but I'm really not impressed with it so far. The iPhone camera does much better in low light. I mean, as long as I get the light aimed directly at where the camera's going, I can see. But alright, let's see. We'll try that. Yep, looks like this is heading back to the car. It's getting dark quick. Be nice to catch some eyeshine back in there. Geese flying over. I can't see them. That was me breaking the stick. Yeah, it does look like this heads right back to the car. I can't tell. This screen's so little I can't see what's showing up there. Definitely see Wally's eyeshine. Yeah, we're gonna have to learn our way around here, Wally. It's a shame it's an hour and a half away. Wow, looks a lot brighter on the iPhone. It's dark, but still can see pretty good with the iPhone. A lot better than it can with my eyes. We're still at Rush Run trying to find our way back to the car. We're almost there. It's almost an hour and a half away from the house, but I'm gonna have to make some more trips down here and learn my way around here. I've only explored this area twice before. Didn't really find anything, but I haven't explored it enough. It's 1,000 acres, so there's a lot to explore. Just take a quick look for, see if I see any eyeshine. Don't expect to, but you never know. Definitely come back when it's a little drier or soaked. Let's see. Yeah, we're almost there. Looks like this trail forks. I think we want to take this one. Thought I saw something. Eyeshine over there. Back in there. Just for a second. Looked pretty big. I thought maybe it was a light from a house over there, but it looked like it moved. I don't see it now. I just saw what looked like maybe a light over there. I thought it was a light from a house, but it looked like it moved, and I don't see it now. It was when I shined the light over there, so I don't know if it was eyeshine or I don't know. There's a house or something over there. I keep seeing the light over that way, but I don't know what I saw over here. It was back in there. I don't see it now. Huh. Well, I guess I could take a quick look with the thermal. Take a look. I saw what looked like a light over there. So I'm taking a quick look with the thermal. Still at rush run, almost back to the car. Thought I saw it again. Huh. It's right over in there. I don't know. Not hearing nothing, but I didn't hear much when I was in Alabama either. Nope, not seeing nothing. Take one more quick scan. Wally's waiting right here next to me. Right there. See, that's what it should look like if I see something out in the woods. Should pop out pretty good and be bright red. Alright, I guess we'll head to the car. It's hard to hold this light in the right spot. Wouldn't think it'd be that hard. There. What does it say? No trout? No trout will be stocked at this point. But that's the back of the sign. I'm going to shut this camera off. You can't see nothing anyway.